It is common for adult children of toxic parents to reach a point where they no longer feel warmth or emotional investment or care toward that parent. Such a shift can be viewed as cruelty or coldness, but it's actually the nervous system adapting to prolonged harm. When a child grows up in an environment with manipulation, gaslighting, chronic invalidation, smear campaigns, triangulation, or coercion surrounding major life decisions, the body begins to see that person as dangerous, and eventually the system recalibrates. What was once hope and longing for connection becomes guarded. Then you experience grief and exhaustion and eventually indifference. The nervous system is designed to protect survival, not be sentimental. When attempts at repair are met with denial or rewriting a reality, a stress response becomes chronic. The body may shift into a state of numbing, detachment, or emotional shutdown. From the outside, it looks like not caring. From the inside, it's likely the first time the adult child has felt sustained relief. The system has finally stopped chasing what consistently harms it. In healthy families, care is reciprocal and creates stability. Boundaries are respected. Accountability is possible. In toxic families, care is often weaponized. Vulnerabilities are stored and saved for later to use as leverage. Personal information becomes material for triangulation. Independence is interpreted as abandonment or betrayal. When attachment bonds repeatedly harm, the mind begins to treat that attachment as a threat. It is not irrational to withdraw from what consistently undermines your stability. There is also a mental clarity that happens. Adult children eventually recognize the patterns that were once confusing. They see the smear campaigns, the subtle rewriting of history, the strategic helplessness, attempts to interfere or undermine one's personal life or parenting. With clarity comes grief, but also discernment. Once one fully comprehends that a relationship is inherently unsafe, continued emotional investment is self-abandonment. Trust disappears. It can feel safer to trust a stranger because a stranger has not demonstrated calculated harm. In fact, the odds are probably more in the stranger's favor that they would end up being neutral or kinder than the parent. Culturally, many romanticize parental bonds, but there is no label that justifies cruelty. You do not have to stay under some type of moral obligation. Adults are allowed to end relationships. The absence of care in this context is not hatred. It's the absence of illusion. It reflects the fact that love without safety is not love in any functional sense. Stopping caring isn't the right term. What has actually happened is the child has stopped hoping that the parent will become emotionally safe. What remains is neutrality and often a quiet sadness. Distance is not only acceptable, it's often the only outcome that's appropriate. Have a good day.